Hello, everyone. My exhibit is called The Calm and the Calamity, and basically, it's 2020, and it seems as though the world is breaking into havoc. People are fighting over toilet paper and hoarding goods in the midst of fear, and though these times may be frightening, there are always people who arise to be heroes, and communities that come together and provide comfort. And I know that the art community has been practicing this for centuries. So I wanted my exhibit to showcase the stillness and beauty within times of tragedy and terror. It offers historical works of art from various revolutions and cultures and shows that sometimes the struggle for calmness is internal. And so some of the works focus on the more personal aspects. Lastly, I tried to create a narrative by including 6 works from before 2020 and 6 works created during the pandemic. And this is just there to showcase how much the environment has an impact on not only the type of people we are, but how we deal with these issues and how we respond to these trivial times. So this is just an overview of some of the works that, if I have time, we'll get to all of them. But first, I'd like to start off with Narcissus Garden by Kusama. And this is 1,500 tightly arranged shimmering balls that construct an infinite reflective field in which the images of the artist, the visitors, the architecture, and the landscape are repeated and distorted on these little mirror surfaces. This spherical shape is also similar to a fortune teller's crystal ball. So when gazing into it, the viewer not only sees their own reflection staring back, but they're forced to confront with one's own vanity and ego. And so I thought this one fit the internalized conflict part very well, as you may battle and face your flaws. The moment may seem very overwhelming, but the landscape around and the feeling after you face your imperfections is very blissful. So I wanted to highlight that kind of oxymoron or that juxtaposition between the two. Next, I just wanted to touch on Slave Ship by Turner. And this is actually a very emotional piece, as what's being depicted here is these Europeans throwing slaves off of ships, and they don't know how to swim, so they're drowning. And some of them are being eaten alive by the barracudas in the water, which you can see right over here. But right in the center, there's like this break in the clouds, and the sun starts to come out. And once again, it has that juxtaposition. There's a sense of hope there. And then this is one of the more recent art pieces that I have from the second part of this collection. And this features work by Helgert. And his idea behind it was to support the people who were suffering during the hard times of COVID-19. And so while the media is creating fear and anxiety, he wanted to do quite the opposite and create hope and inspire everyone who is locked at home and unable to go out and enjoy nature. So here, he has a subway in Berlin that is usually packed with people, and it's now filled with wildflowers. And this moment is now very serene. And so I want you guys to enjoy this video with me. And it's about 15 seconds, but here we go. Okay, and thank you for listening to a little bit about my exhibit.